Ever spent hours packing only to have TSA throw away your favorite gadgets or gourmet snacks? Imagine watching your prized dry-aged steak or smart suitcase battery get confiscated. Heartbreaking, right? Well, stick around because today I'm revealing every single item the TSA will ban from your checked bag in 2025, so you never get caught off guard again. If you want insider tips that save you time, money, and stress, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell now. Let's make sure your next trip is drama-free. Explosives and fireworks. You might think, who'd actually pack fireworks? But more travelers than you'd imagine try to sneak in fireworks, sparklers, or novelty poppers from overseas festivals. The TSA's 2025 regulations make it crystal clear. Anything that goes boom, from firecrackers to party poppers, is absolutely forbidden in both checked and carry-on luggage. The reason is simple. Pressurized cargo holds are not designed to handle sudden ignition. One rogue sparkler could ignite an entire hold, putting every passenger and crew member at risk. So, do yourself a favor. Leave the sparklers at home and celebrate with the locals once you arrive. Pressurized containers. Ever packed a whipped cream dispenser, deodorant spray, or scuba tank thinking, "This will fly"? Think again. Pressurized containers become mini time bombs when cabin pressure shifts mid-flight. That whipped cream canister may seem benign, but the expanding gas inside can rupture the container, spraying contents everywhere, or worse, causing a small explosion. Propane tanks, CO2 cartridges, yes, even the ones for your soda maker, and many aerosol cans are on the no-fly list. If you need these items, say you're headed for a camping trip or diving excursion, plan to rent or purchase them at your destination. It might cost more, but it's infinitely safer than watching your gear get confiscated. Dry ice for frozen goods. Transporting frozen treats or critical medications? Dry ice is your best friend, but only if you follow the rules to a T. In 2025, you're allowed up to 5.5 pounds, 2.5 kilograms of dry ice in checked luggage. No more. It must be clearly labeled, packed in a ventilated container, and you need to check your airline's specific guidelines. Always inform the check-in staff and carry supporting documentation, especially for medical shipments. Overlook any of these steps and your carefully packed salmon or life-saving medication could end up in the trash. Pro tip: use sturdy foam containers inside a hard-sided suitcase to keep your perishables perfectly frozen without breaking regulations. Everyday tools. What's allowed and what's not. Yes, you can pack some tools, but size and type matter. A simple wrench or screwdriver. Totally fine in your checked bag. But industrial-style tools, think chainsaws, large wrenches, heavy hammers, or power drills, are red flags. TSA rules prohibit any item that could serve as a weapon or that weighs so much it poses a handling hazard. Fuel-powered tools must have all fuel drained, and any sharp edges need secure sheathing. If your profession demands you carry specialized gear, measure each item against TSA's published dimensions and weight limits. When in doubt, ship your tools ahead via ground delivery. It's often cheaper and less stressful. Smart luggage batteries. Those sleek suitcases with built-in chargers and GPS trackers look futuristic, but TSA will ground them unless their lithium-ion batteries are removable. Non-removable batteries are a known fire hazard in the cargo hold, so smart luggage without a detachable power pack is outright banned. Before you hit the road, double-check your luggage specs. If your bag doesn't comply, you'll be scrambling to repack at the airport. And if your battery is removable, great! Just pop it out and carry it in your cabin bag, where the risk is easier to manage. Fragile and valuable items. Sentimental heirlooms, that delicate glass sculpture from your last trip, pricey camera gear, these belong in your carry-on, not the belly of the plane. Checked bags get tossed around, stacked, and sometimes left in extreme temperatures. Even bubble wrap can't always save a fragile snow globe or antique vase. Theft is another concern. Valuables in checked luggage are an easier target. Best practice? Keep jewelry, electronics, and irreplaceable items in your personal bag. If you absolutely must check them, build a fortress of clothes padding, seal them in a labeled, fragile box, and accept that you're still taking a risk. Religious and cultural artifacts. Transporting a ceremonial dagger, tribal mask, or family heirloom crosses you into tricky territory. TSA officers aren't anthropologists. Anything that looks sharp, dense, or heavy could trigger a security concern flag. Even innocent items like incense burners or carved figurines may be misinterpreted. Before you fly, research both TSA regulations and your destination country's import rules. Declare items in advance when possible and carry documentation or provenance certificates. When the artifact's value is priceless, consider shipping it with insurance rather than risking confiscation at the airport. Perishable foods, meat, seafood, and beyond. Yes, you can technically pack vacuum-sealed salmon or specialty cheeses, but is it worth it? The cargo hold isn't a fridge, so even a triple-bagged, insulated container can leak and turn into a biohazard. Customs regulations often ban the import of fresh meat, poultry, or seafood too. Airlines sometimes have their own rules on perishables, so you could face fines or disposal fees. Unless you're on a mission to transport rare truffles or cooling a life-saving sample, your best bet is simple. Buy local once you land. Your taste buds and your luggage will thank you. Drones and extra batteries. Drone enthusiasts, listen up. You can pack your drone and check baggage, but its lithium-ion batteries must travel in your carry-on. Why? Batteries in the belly of the plane risk spontaneous combustion. Some airlines even require them at 30% charge or less, with terminals taped over to prevent short circuits. If your drone has GPS or active transmitters, switch it off or set it to flight mode to avoid interference with the aircraft's systems, and always double-check your airline's drone policy before you board to avoid last-minute surprises. Alcohol limits and packaging. Bringing back that artisan whiskey or boutique wine? You're allowed up to 5 liters of spirits between 24% and 70% ABV in checked baggage, provided bottles are unopened, sealed in original packaging, and cushioned in leak-proof bags. Above 70% ABV, alcohol is strictly prohibited. And remember, your destination might impose its own allowances or taxes. Pack smart with padded bottle protectors or sealable plastic sleeves to avoid a soaked suitcase and heartbreak. Medications, keep them close. Prescription meds, insulin, life-saving inhalers, they belong in your carry-on. Checked bags can be delayed or lost, and you don't want a missing suitcase to derail your health. For liquids over the usual 3.4-ounce limit, simply declare them at security. You're allowed medical exceptions. Certain international destinations require extra documentation for controlled substances, so check embassy guidelines before you fly. Bonus tips for savvy travelers. Beware of vapes and aerosols. Many e-cigarettes, pepper sprays, and paint aerosols fall under flammable or pressurized items. Some countries ban vapes entirely, even in carry-on, so double-check your destination's laws. Know the W-hour rule. Battery-powered gear, laptops, cameras, e-bikes often list watt-hours. Over 100 watt-hours, you'll need airline sign-off. Over 160 watt-hours, it's usually a no-go. There you have it, every major TSA ban and restriction you need to know for 2025. Which item surprised you the most? Drop your TSA horror stories or top packing hacks in the comments below. We might feature them next time. If this video saved you from a packing faux pas, smash that like button, subscribe for more travel life hacks, and turn on notifications so you never miss a tip. Safe travels, and I'll see you in the skies.